Hello guys, Sanjay here and welcome back to a new video. And as you can see, this is the Poco F1, and the Poco F1 usually comes with MIUI 9 or MIUI 10 pre-installed, but I have installed LineageOS 16.0, which is sort of stock Android based on Android 9.0 or Android Pie. Let's go into settings and let me just show you that. Let's go into system, about phone, and as you can see, the device is based on Android version 9.0 or Android Pie for that matter. Android Pie MIUI 10 beta is already available for the Poco F1, but if you want a stock Android-like experience like this and you want a setting menu which looks like this, then this is the ROM which you can install for sure. In this video, I'll also show you guys how to install LineageOS 16.0 ROM or any ROM for that matter on the Poco F1. But before that, let's talk about the LineageOS 16.0 ROM which I have installed on this device. Let's talk about the most important questions which people keep asking me all the time. Are the cameras working? Yes, both cameras are working super fine. Portrait mode is working fine as well. Dual 4G, dual VoLTE is working as well. As you can see, I have two Jio SIM cards and both of them are detected and calling is working fine as well. Is VoLTE working? Yes, VoLTE is working obviously. Is IR camera working? So yes, IR camera is working as well. Is the battery life good? I did not use it for a few days, but the battery life seemed good. Quick charging is also working, so no worries over there. And Google Pay is not working unfortunately as of now. If I find a guide because of which Google Pay starts working on this ROM, then that will be linked in the description box below. So do check out the description box if you are interested. Let's talk about the camera first. So because camera is extremely important and I am not going to use the default camera application which looks something like this. I did not even open it up because that it's so bad. So this is the normal camera application and you can also switch to front facing camera by doing this. Such an old UI. LineageOS, someone from LineageOS, if you are watching, change the UI if possible. I have installed the Google camera application and you can do that very easily as well. Just download the Google Camera APK which is linked in the description box below. Just keep it in your phone and then open the APK file and install it on your device. Once the APK is installed, open it up and you have successfully installed Google Camera Mod on your device. And Google Camera Mod is amazing. If you have never used it, I mean, what are you doing, man? You should. If you have a Poco F1, you have to use Google Camera, which works even on MIUI. So do use Google Camera, and Google Camera works just fine on the LineageOS 16.0 ROM as well. Not just Google Camera for rear facing and front facing camera, even the portrait mode works, as you can see. So this is the picture which I clicked right now, and video works as well. Video recording options include 1080p 30 fps, 1080p 60 fps and 4K 30 fps as well. Front camera video recording is limited to 1080p, which is fine in my opinion. And if you are using the Google Camera application on this device, I would recommend you to go into advanced settings and enable HDR plus control, enable RAW plus JPEG control if you want to click images in RAW format as well. Open the Google Camera application. When you enable that option, you will see RAW over here, and when you click on that, you will get option like JPEG only, or you want to click RAW plus JPEG. I want to click RAW plus JPEG because I'm okay with it taking little bit of storage. And if you are wondering where do the RAW images go, then go into gallery, then go into albums and click on RAW over here. You will find the .dng file over here, which is RAW image file format basically. So that's a good thing. Camera should not be an issue and will not be an issue if you are using the LineageOS 16.0 ROM, which is a great thing. As I said earlier, Quick Charge 3.0 with the Quick Charge 3.0 charger was working and it did show rapidly charging. I also checked with the amp meter. It was showing that it is taking more than 5 volts to charge the device, and device did charge quickly as well. After this, now let's talk about day-to-day life performance as well as the PUBG gameplay. I used few applications with the device and the device did not lag, or I did not see any type of stutter on the device while using the UI as well, which is a great thing. So I think when it comes to day-to-day life performance or general using applications like Twitter, Facebook and everything like that, it should be super fine. Not just that, I played an arcade match of PUBG on this device and that worked fine as well. And one most important thing, with MIUI 9 or MIUI 10, there was an issue of PUBG and it's still an issue that notch was coming in between the gameplay, whereas that issue is not present on the LineageOS 16.0 ROM. Not just that, controls were on little bit of left side as compared to the edge of the device on the MIUI 10, but it's not the case on LineageOS 16.0. So it seems like LineageOS 16.0 is much more stable. So I won the arcade match playing PUBG on the Poco F1 with Lineage OS 16.0 ROM. When it comes to comparison with MIUI 9 or MIUI 10 and the PUBG gameplay on those ROMs, I personally think that MIUI 9 and MIUI 10 are still better when it comes to gameplay as such or of PUBG. It's not like it's lagging on this device, but there are surely more FPS on MIUI 9 and MIUI 10 as compared to the Lineage OS 16.0 ROM. After this, now let's talk about Google Play, which is not working unfortunately. When I try to set up Google Play, I get this error that I'm on a custom ROM and Magisk is installed and things like that. That's okay. If there is a way out of it, I'll give a link of that in the description box below. If you want to replicate the exact setup, including the wallpaper, all these setup files will be linked in the description box below. This is the Pixel launcher, which is available on Play Store. Plus, this is the wallpaper, which will be linked in the description box below. I'm also using Franco kernel with this particular ROM because the kernel manager app gives a lot of control over the device. You have too many things which you can control, but I'm not going to show you guys all the settings. I'm just going to show you guys one thing. Let's go into battery life labs. You can select underclock the CPU and you can apply 50% lower clocks by just clicking over here. You can underclock the GPU as well. Power saving profile is separately present. You can disable auto sync. You can create per app profiles. Like when you open PUBG, you want the device to go to maximum clock speed, which is 2 point something gigahertz. And when you open Candy Crush Saga, you want it to be on 2 gigahertz to save battery as well. Lot of controls can be added via flashing a kernel. And if you are not comfortable flashing a kernel, that's totally fine as well. Don't flash it. Normal Lineage OS 16.0 ROM is also pretty good. I have used it. But kernel is something which will give you advantage when it comes to battery life and getting more screen on time out of your device. And now let's talk about the face unlock feature, and it works with the IR camera. And to prove that, let's go into security. Then let's go into trust. Click on smart lock. Enter your pin code or pattern, whatever you have. Then click on trusted face. Improve face matching. I can do this. And when I do this, as you can see, it's IR camera. That's why it looks like this, which is very scary. And as you can see, the front facing camera is present over here. I'll lock the device. I'll keep my finger on the front facing camera and the device will still get unlocked because the IR camera is present over here and it is unlocking the device right now, as you can see. So face unlock feature does work fine, but it's not as fast as MIUI 9 or MIUI 10. We can expect the developer to fix this issue and make the face unlock feature even faster in coming updates. But as of now, the most important thing, IR face unlock is working totally fine on Lineage OS 16.0 ROM. Even the fingerprint unlock is very fast. Fingerprint unlock is something which is very fast on the ROM, and that's a really good thing. And if you still want to know anything more about this ROM, whether this is working or not or that is working or not, do let me know about that in the comment section box below. I personally think this is surely a daily driver material and can be used on day-to-day life basis as well. Now let's talk about how to install the ROM. First of all, you will need to boot into the recovery mode and you will need to have TWRP recovery installed for that matter. If you do not have TWRP recovery installed, then a guide for that will be linked in the description box below. So do check that out and install TWRP recovery on your device. After that, switch off your device. Once the device is switched off, then hold volume up button and power button together to boot into the TWRP recovery. When you boot into the ROM, if you want to backup anything, then go ahead and swipe to backup. I do not want to backup anything right now, so I'm just going to skip that. Then going to wipe and select swipe to factory reset. Once that's done, go back. Now it's going to install, and these are the files which we will require in order to flash the Lineage OS 16.0 ROM. As you can see on the XDA thread right now, the developer recommends us to flash this particular firmware, and I have put that firmware file in the device itself. In coming future, when global stable MIUI 10 ROM will launch with Android Pie, you may not need to flash this exact firmware. So the only thing that you can do, go to the XDA thread whenever you are planning to flash it. And if the developer is recommending you to flash the firmware, then go ahead and flash it. First of all, after wiping the data, go into select the firmware file and select swipe to confirm flash. I have also copied the ROM zip file, GApp zip file, Magisk Manager zip file. All these files will be linked in the description box below, so do not worry about that. Once the firmware zip file is flashed, go back, do not do anything. Install the Lineage OS 16.0 ROM or select that ROM, and then you can click on add more zips, then select the open GApps package. If you want to root the ROM and if you want the root access, then click on add more zips and then select Magisk zip file, and once again click on add more zip. And if you want to flash any kernel, I'm going to flash the Franco kernel over here. This is not necessity at all. It's just that you get added controls via that particular app, and totally skip this step as well, which I'm going to skip in this video. But if you want to install a kernel, select the kernel zip file and you can click over here and you can install the zip file. After that, just click on swipe to confirm flash, and ROM zip file, GApp zip file, everything will be flashed automatically one by one. And that's pretty much it on how to install LineageOS 16.0 ROM on the POCO F1. If you want to install any other ROM other than LineageOS 16.0 ROM, just replace the LineageOS ROM zip file with the zip file of your desired ROM. Let's assume you want to install the Resurrection Remix ROM. Then instead of selecting the LineageOS 16.0 ROM, select the Resurrection Remix ROM zip file. That's it. You will install Resurrection Remix ROM on your device. If you want to install Pixel Experience ROM, then select Pixel Experience ROM zip file instead of the LineageOS 16.0 ROM, which I did right now. If you are still confused about any step, do let me know about that in the comment section box below, or you can tweet it to me at @Dhananjay_tech. I would be more than happy to help you if this is your first time flashing a custom ROM. And we have successfully installed LineageOS 16.0 ROM on our POCO F1. Let's just go into reboot system and click on do not install, because we do not want to install any app. So as you can see, we have successfully booted into the ROM. And if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. If you still have any more doubts, suggestions or queries, do let me know about that in the comment section box below. Subscribe to the channel by clicking on my face right now to watch more awesome videos like this. Press the bell button so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for watching.